Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Here's a strange one for you. Manny Pacquiao, who many thought would fight Rolly Romero for Rolly's WBA title, welterweight title, that might not go ahead. And do you know why? Because there is a strong rumour that Pacquiao will fight Vasyl Lomachenko instead of Rolly. Now, let's bear in mind that Pacquiao had campaigned at 147 for 10 years or so. I mean, I can't remember exactly how many. And Loma was always considered, an undersized lightweight. I think if he sort of campaigned at super feather, he'd have probably achieved his goal of becoming an undisputed champion, which he never did. He never quite got over the line there. But he retired from the sport, a few months ago. At the time, he was the IBF lightweight champion. He won the belt, won a vacant belt against, I think it was George Kambosos. He stopped him late in their fight. Pacquiao, of course, as we know, recently went the distance with Mario Barrios, got a draw, probably deserved to win. I mean, I didn't think it was a robbery. I thought Barrios definitely won rounds, but he was a little bit lackluster and probably didn't throw enough punches, and he kind of made Manny look probably better than he actually is at 46 years of age. Don't get me wrong, for a 46-year-old, his performance was excellent. That was his first fight in 4 years. He lost to, who was it? He lost to Ugas, whatever his name was. Yeah. And he retired and came back against Barrios. Now, let's bear in mind that the WBC are very fond of Pacquiao. I mean, we all are, essentially. He was a great fighter, even though there was a question mark over him regarding the use of certain substances to acquire certain advantages. But the WBC, they were the ones that got Pacquiao the title shot against Barrios. And it wouldn't surprise me if they managed to sort of create some sort of belt for Lomachenko versus Pacquiao, if that happens. It is a strange one, though. It is. I mean, I understand that they're both legends. Loma didn't have that many professional fights, not really, but he's fighting for world titles in his second fight. I think he won one in his third, and but against Pacquiao, considering Pacquiao is a full-fledged welterweight, nevertheless he's 46 years old. Loma is 37, but inactivity plays a part, of course. Pacquiao at least has that fight with Barrios as some sort of barometer. I don't know. Will it happen? I don't know. I'd be surprised. But it is a strong rumour. And when you consider the sort of shenanigans that some of these ruling bodies get up to, wouldn't surprise me if they somehow, stuck a belt on the line, some sort of interim belt or a regular belt or some bullshit, and the two ended up fighting for it. What can you say? But I don't know. What have you heard? Have you heard anything that maybe I haven't mentioned? Something that you've heard? Leave your comments below. Let's have a little chit chat about this. See, I was quite looking forward to Pacquiao versus Rolly. I thought Rolly Romero against Pacquiao, that would be an attractive fight, because Rolly, I mean, he's a bit of a character, isn't he? He's a bit of a pudding, to be honest with you, but he says some silly things. But he comes to have a row, and him against Pacquiao, I thought, would have been quite entertaining. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, leave your comments below. Cheers for watching the video. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. I always appreciate your support. Bye for now.